Hey, I heard you're doing a YouTube video.
No,
join?
go away. Jesus.
Oh, okay.
YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Keezy, back again. Another YouTube video. As you guys can tell from the title, what is good and what is bad about Alibaba? I think if you search anything on YouTube, I think 80% of the people on YouTube tell you that you shouldn't go on Alibaba because, you know, why you should be scared of it. You can get, I guess you could say, f***ed over. You know what I think about people that are like, tell me all the time, like, oh, you shouldn't use Alibaba because you're gonna get ripped up. And my response is like, yo, okay, well then you should go cry in a corner. That's what you should do. I'm gonna try to explain this as quickly as I can. Number one reason why Alibaba can be bad is because there's usually a language barrier. Most of the manufacturers are from China, and there's a lot of English speaking people in China, but sometimes you talk to your manufacturer and they keep saying yes, 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 yes to all your requests, and then you get your product and it looks nothing like what you want. And here is a perfect example. I wanted to make this chain and I spoke to a manufacturer on Alibaba, and then when I got it, it doesn't hang right. Like, if you guys can see, it's crooked. That means if I wore this right now, look at this thing. What the hell? It's crooked. Okay, but that's only straight because, see it? It's crooked. What the fuck? Seriously, what am I supposed to do with this? This is the thing though, I got this as a sample, right? And I got it in the mail, and then they kept telling me like, oh, like, you know, when do you want to make your big order? And I'm like, dude, this thing is jacked up. Like, this thing is crooked, dude. It doesn't even hang right. And so this is a perfect example of why Alibaba can be bad. Because you order something and you're like, oh, so you're so excited about it, it comes, and it takes a while because it comes overseas, comes halfway across the world. And then you get it and you're like, what the heck is this? This is a piece of shit. But there are many pluses to using Alibaba. The reason why so many people on YouTube tell you not to use it because it's, you know, it could be a scam, or, you know, these companies overseas don't care, they just want to take your money and blah, 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 whatever. I've been using Alibaba for like a year and a half. That's not the only source of manufacturers that I go through. It really depends on how you look at it. The reason why Alibaba is amazing is because living in the States, there aren't that many manufacturers that can make you something at the price that you need it. That's just fact, absolute fact. And there's thousands of manufacturers in Asia. I have some manufacturers that are in Pakistan, some of them are in China, I have some in Vietnam. It all just depends on what I'm making. Trying to make something that's custom, cut and sewn, typically the pricing here in the States is gonna be outrageous, and the MOQs, which is minimum order quantity here in the States, is outrageous. It is crazy. If you're a smaller brand like me, you probably only want a couple hundred of whatever you're trying to make at the most, right? Here's another perfect example of why Alibaba is great though. Manufacturer that made these hang tags for me, and they do a phenomenal job. I mean, I literally get these at a fraction of the cost that you get in the States. Most people will say that, oh, Alibaba is bad because you get cheated and this and that, and manufacturers don't get back to you and blah, blah, blah. Like, that is very true, and that is very, 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 very relevant. But if you were to ask yourself how many restaurants in your area do a good job and are really tasty, probably not that many. And there's usually only a select few that you always go back to because you always know what to expect. That is the same exact thing with finding manufacturers overseas. You're gonna go through some mistakes. You're gonna go through some shops that literally they will f you over. Like, you will order something and it either will not come, or if it comes, it's not correct, and it looks like this piece of what is that? I don't even know what that is. That's a piece of shit. That product, I'm not gonna judge all of Alibaba because of one vendor. Like, that's stupid. Like, that logically just doesn't make any sense. If you're watching this video, like, just know that you're gonna have to take a risk, and you have to take a chance. You're gonna lose money. Like, regardless, it's a business. All businesses lose money in the beginning. There's almost no way you're not gonna lose money, right? So going into this, know that you will lose some money, and just make sure that you get a couple samples, and if those samples turn out good, then order more than a couple samples, right? Order the batch of 50 or a batch of 100. If that turns out good, then you can go higher and higher and higher, and if their quality turns out nice, then you can keep going through that manufacturer. And that's it. Also, comment below if you have other questions regarding manufacturing, regarding anything, especially if you own a clothing brand name. Like myself, I can help answer a lot of those questions within that realm. So like, share, comment, and subscribe. I will see you next week. Peace.